Hello, I am Robbie of the McFly variety, and welcome back to Appletown in the Fix the Traffic scenario. Sicaria. We're gonna just I don't know exactly how I'm supposed to pronounce that. In today's episode, I really want to focus on our utilities. That being our sewage, of course, our hundreds of water towers, a dash of our garbage. Because I deleted a bunch of stuff, but how is it? It's not doing too bad, but we also now know that we have this available. If you're watching our other series, Appaloosa Plains, I found out this actually has zero pollution, which really makes me excited. It's just way more expensive. This one also being more expensive, but way smaller. It's a 4x4 instead. So this is going to fit really nicely, like, you know, back here and up here and stuff. But as you can see, well, right before we started, I was in the negative. As of right now, we're hitting plus 750, but it's kind of going up and down. So I think I'm going to use an in-game cheat, and we're going to build a park. Now, I was kind of thinking about building a park here. I could still build a park here. This would probably be a good, like, inner city park. But I am kind of thinking of a theme park right up here on this hill, kind of overlooking everything. I think parks are a really good, easy way to give ourselves a large amount of money pretty consistently. People just keep on paying for those tolls. Which actually also brings to mind, what if I put a toll booth in? That's not a bad idea. Any traffic coming in and out of the city would just have to be... I'm gonna think about that one for future reference, just for, like, making sure the city makes money. Now, I think we're gonna do two small parks. I like the idea of putting a city park here, and you can put a path under here in order to come back here. And then I think we're also going to do this theme park. So we're going to do that in 2 time lapses so that we can kind of get through them. Okay, and while we wait for our parks to level up, they look like they'll do so pretty nicely, really. I'm gonna get started on a little bit of that work that we're talking about doing today. And I believe it's gonna start with this area being used as a sewage place. Now in our other city, I have already pointed out that these somehow have zero pollution. I don't understand how that's really possible. I wonder if that's realistic or if these are really just cheaty. But we're gonna utilize them here and clean up our river and the massive amounts of poop water that the city generates. Thankfully, right now it's just no pollution. I'm willing to accept that. Oh wait, don't I have? So, in our last episode of Appaloosa Plains, I went and downloaded a lot of new roads, and one of them being a 1U. Why are these under the? Okay, I guess that makes sense. What is this one? Oh, that is not 1U. That explains that. Why did that not delete? There. We got 1U road here, one side parking, 1U tram. That's what those are. Let's see if we can find that 1U industrial road that I think I downloaded. What's this? Just the one-way road. Ooh, got a whole mess of these now. Okay, that excites me. Even see, we got them all now. 2-lane avenue with parking. Ooh, I like it. Okay, I'm getting caught off guard. 1U dirt road might be our best bet. Oh, found them. 1U industrial road. All right. So, just kind of want to keep it a little bit smaller in this regard. We'll take out our trees. More trees taken out. And let's see here. We can do a little curve. Take this one straight back right here. Pull that back. I believe that'll be enough room. So put one right there. And one right there. One in here, I think, is good. Come back here. Now that we have an idea of size, take this right there. And then not sizing out too perfectly. Could also, no, that's not what I wanted to do. There you go. Also just bring everything to a similar height. Because it kind of makes sense for this area to do something like that. There we go. Tab it all to that. Alright. And I wish I could fit something else in here, but I could also do something like this where I take this straight out and it would connect into there somehow. We can kind of terminate it right here. Okay, we'll just terminate right there. This was planning on going straight the whole time, right? And I could do something like this. Kind of makes sense. I think it will look. There we go. Okay, we're good to go on that. I think it like makes sense as like a building meant to assist with these. So we're gonna kind of use our imagination with that. Now you probably would have saw in the time lapse of our theme park over here that the water pipes are the way they are, and I can't bring myself to put enough attention into correcting it. So we're kind of Yeah, like, let's imagine all the water pipes are under the road, and this is not the way they... that this is not the way it is. Alright, so we're going to move on past that. With these in place, I feel comfortable going ahead and deleting these one by one. Start there. So our sewage is super high. Take this one out. Adjust. Take this one out. Adjust. Still good. Adjust. Oh yeah, we're golden. We're only using 2/3 of our sewage treatment right now. I think that's also going to take this little bit out too. So we just gained some land back over here also. It's an interesting little river. That's for sure. What is this? Ooh boy. But in time, that'll correct itself. This already looks so much better. We can delete this. We might even... I might redo our power lines later on down the road. All that really needs to be done to correct all of this is putting some trees back in. We can even put some trees right there. And we can put some trees right here. And it kind of blocks off that space. It's not obvious. It's not completely hidden 100%. You can't really do that in general anyway. But it looks pretty good for what it is. We have these water pipes, or not these water pipes, these water towers. Hey, have I already... I don't remember doing this. I don't know if that was done in between episodes or not, but thankfully due to a mod, I'm able to do things outside of the city. Like this. That's how I'm able to build highways outside of the city. I, in fact, fixed up this highway maybe between episodes. That's why it now has this big old cutout in it. I think of Ohio roads, Ohio highways, when I look at this, how they cut out this, or Tennessee even. And then I straightened out all of this because it was kind of bumpy. It made it just kind of go straight, more level playing field for that. But yeah, we added our water out here and gave it its own power source, gave them all some distance. Can I? Yeah, I probably need to, don't I? Level terrain. Oh boy. Right there. That just looks a little bit better. It'll probably help them out with getting water a little bit better. That's acting funny. It's okay. We got plenty of water, which actually, let's look at our... And there goes our theme park. Alright, yeah. Those things are definitely going to help us make a lot. That's about the same. We'll find out why in a minute. Water consumption... Yeah, I think we're going to go over here and delete some of our water pipes. Why do I keep calling these water pipes? These are water towers. So, take out one. How much do these produce, actually? Because could I just go for it? They pump 60,000. Okay, so don't go for it, but I feel like we're covering that. Level up. Level out. There we go. Oh. Okay, and there's our answer. We're going to need another water pump. Right there. And let's go ahead and just future-proof ourselves. And since these ones' power is already off, that tells us where we're at. So let's just go ahead and delete them. Oh my goodness. There we go. They're a little finicky to get to. And I'll take out the water pipes below it. There we go with that. That does mean we can also just go ahead and take out that. Alright. Is that a couple coal? Okay. Power will be one of the next things we work on. Where is water availability? Cool. We're back up. I hope that that's going to be enough power for all that. That's also a lot of water we're soaking up there. So that's power. Not power. That's water. That's sewage. Garbage next is like going to be my next concern, I believe. Now, I did find this one really funny. I'm surprised it doesn't have a picture or text there. And it's not the game, it's the item itself. So what this is that as the story went on on the workshop, basically, and it's 312,500. I am not going to place this willy-nilly. Basically, this circle here with the blue, the blue circle with the big old thing around it, that's a warp gate. It's in fact called the garbage disposal gate. The idea was like the leading scientists came together to make the ultimate garbage processing situation, and they decided to just literally put it anywhere else. Whether or not it's known that there's an alien on the other side and we're just destroying his home is unknown, but it's not really our problem. Maybe that'll happen in the next millennia, but it doesn't happen now, so we're okay. I laughed at it. I thought it was a great idea for a city that I'm trying to like just give absolute perfection in sandbox mode. So that exists now. I'm gonna hold on to it. Now I could also throw this right here, and this would handle a lot of our garbage. And I could delete some of the other ways we're processing garbage. 125,000. We have it. We're doing it. And we can come over to places like this, look at our garbage, and delete, see what happens. We're processing 600,000, so we're good there. Delete again. Power. Alright, what else do we have? We have a lot over here. Kind of coming close. Probably be good to go ahead and throw down something else real quick. Now, where do we want to throw it down is the next question. These are clean, super clean, but at the same time they could be a good barrier. So I think that's what we'll do, is use it as a barrier. There we go. So we'll start there with that one. Look, 4,000 going up. Start there. Let's put our, there we go. Is that a, oh, it's one of these. Did I already? I'm confused on my own timeline. And here's another one. Did I already tell you guys about this and didn't realize? That's okay. I'm a very forgetful person, clearly. Throw one of the, well, we already got one there and there. Now we got this. We got one of these here. One of them there. So maybe we just throw another one of these in. And since it's good, clean recycling, I feel comfortable just goodbye, goodbye. Throw this down. It's not the prettiest of spots. What can we do about moving that? Okay, let's find that level point. That seems to be pretty okay. I'm gonna take it up a few because I like the I can stand that. It cuts in, but it's doable to me. And with that there, I feel comfortable deleting these two and that. Now let's cut back that industry. And maybe even, well, we need industry. Okay, where are we at with our garbage now? Our processing is below. Darn it. And we still have one more. Just take that, and then let's just do this. That might be considered cheaty. I'm okay with being cheaty. Ooh, There we go. And then cool. We're gonna call that good and ask ourselves if so on the edge. What if I went around? Ooh boy, we're using up some serious amounts of money here, but it's worth it to have a cleaner city. Put another one there. I could also just take up the budget. And 130. 130. What is 2 out of 22 trucks? Okay. Sweet. Oh, wow. We could take that down some, probably. Let's see what happens if I take it back down to 100. Where are you at 100? So you only hold 18 trucks when at 100. And you're, well, you were at 2/3. Okay. We've doubled up. Now we can just play with budget from there. My city fires, man. They're seriously a pain. Okay, so that's garbage handled. Next is electricity. Okay, and why? I don't understand why these things happen. This has now been 2 days later. Power in my area has been out for the past 2 days. I've slept in heat on a couch next to my boyfriend. We did not touch though, because hot. So, we're getting back at this today, and where I left off was here, talking about how we're gonna do power next. Sewage is covered here. How did this end up? Look at that. No sewage in the water anymore. Power. Power is a big one. Even more power here. That's all just dirty industrial anyway. Let's look at this. Got 2 power plants here. 2 there. 3 here. And 2 there. Well, I'm happy it's at least spread out. Like, I do like when power's spread out. At the same time, though, you can look at my other city and see that I'm not spreading out power for anything there. Let's spread out a little bit. So, we left off with power. That's where we're going to pick back up, is with power. But how are we going to handle it? What kind of power do we want? Now, our population is at 37,000. We're going to need another math. 5? No, what? 4, 5, 6, 7,000 people before we can do something like nuclear power, which I would prefer to do. This one I'm not so big on because it would just be sitting out the water all weird. Is this considered a lake or an ocean? I feel like I have to consider this a lake. And what makes it also difficult is that there's not a lot of flat land around here. So it's really leading me towards the wind turbine idea. Wind turbines up here in these mountains. I can place, yes I can. I could go just for a mountaintop wind farm. There's a lot of space out here that's good for wind. And then just load up this entire space. Yeah. I think I really like that idea. We're of course going to start over here, where it just generally makes a lot more sense. We want that out of range of our theme park there, even though it will be loud at the theme park. I don't want to, because that's all noise pollution. So, is this what I want to do? I'm nervous. I think I really do want to stick with it, but I think I can substitute. What does it seem like the cost for things has gone up here? That doesn't feel like an average cost for something. That seems like an average cost, and that seems like an average cost. So is that just what the geothermal power plant does? I don't know. You know, we're gonna rely on geothermal afterwards, but we're gonna start with wind. And hey guys, the irony is not lost on me. I'm sure a lot of you caught on to that. That I was like, I don't want wind. I don't think this looks good for wind. And now here I am building a whole wind farm, believing that it's my only option I have. It really is the only option I have, but it is. I think it turns out really, really awesome, honestly. I think it really suits, and I think it really looks good as an eco-friendly option for a city of this size. I'm not sure how often cities of this size have wind farms directly next to them, but also how many cities of this size have a giant mountain next to them. Like, it is what it is. But I did want to follow up what I said, you know, that I haven't had power for the past 2 days. It was definitely an interesting experience to come home and not be able to turn on a light after a full day out, and having to go straight into figuring out where am I going to sleep, how am I going to handle this whole, like, you know, hot house. Thankfully our downstairs was just cool enough to make it through the night, but the second day it was no longer cool. So we did our best in figuring out how to handle that. We bought a converter actually to go with this power pack we have for jump starting a car, and that only lasted 2 hours. So we got a doomsday prepare. Maybe that'll even kick me into trying to do some kind of disaster relief in one of these cities. That could probably be fun for this city. I care about Appaloosa Plains a lot. Maybe once I get some stuff, more stuff set up in Appletown here, we could turn on disasters and see what happens with that. That could be fun. Yeah, that's really, I don't know what else to say there. I've just been through the ringer the past few days. It's interesting how dependent we are on electricity in our world. But thank you guys for watching this one. I really appreciate the support, the views, the likes, the comments, the subscribes, and enjoy the rest of the video. I did a few things. I went and tried to set up a style. There's the name. Why is it doing that again? I don't understand why this happens. There we go. I went and tried to set up a style. This European one's one that I created, and it turns out I can't just add vanilla buildings into a style like I wanted to. I'm gonna have to figure that one out later, but I went ahead and just turned the buildings off that were causing me grief. In that time though, I was thinking about how this was looking really good, and now it's doing this. I think it's just gonna back up every once in a while, but it's not backed up down there, so we're gonna be fine. But I did some little bit of off-camera work in lining up these power lines a little bit more, along with getting rid of those buildings thing. And we did add a district to this because, well, I want an office building like this. We're gonna give that a historical because I want it to stay small. It's the office building where people that maintain the wind farm, you know, work. And the idea is that little trucks would drive up and down this. We're just gonna pretend, right? We're also gonna pretend that actually connects. Why does it do this to me? Hey, that looks a little bit better. So we'll just take, there we go. I think that works. Now we gotta name this place something, anything. So I'm thinking New Winds Power Company. There we go. New Winds Power Company. Because it's brand new. It's a new way of handling things. This city's about to get a lot cleaner. And I think that's really all of our utilities taken care of. Let's go ahead and hit play. Let things level themselves up as they want. So we got a good handle on electricity. Now that is with a few of these oil places still here. But I'd like to see if we can get to that nuclear power plant possibly. Or Really, I just want to collect enough funds to be able to get a couple of these geothermal ones. Maybe throw in a solar updraft if I can find a place that's like level enough. And kind of more open. Because this is kind of dead center of a city space. But like I said earlier, like, where's it at? This map has like no flat land to it. Well, here's some flat land, but this is, I plan on making this like suburbia. So it's really questionable about where I'm going to put that. Our water and sewage is, we're not looking at that. Our water and sewage is doing very well. We're pulling in more water, and it looks like nothing's happening, but we know something's happening. Oh, because I'm used to this speed. Yep, there it is. So yeah, there's sewage, there's water, and even garbage is doing pretty well, and I'm pretty sure we got rid of every single... Yeah, there's that. I think we got rid of everything that's like dirty for it. So really the only thing polluting the city now is going to be our industry. Right here. These dirty patches of industry. Maybe there's something else we can do for today. And then I think we're going to finish this one up right where we're at. Here we go. Alright, and we're going to come in here with some policies. First things first, recycling, of course. Recycle plastics. City planning. Filter industrial waste. Maybe give them a workers' union. I don't think we have enough education for an Industry 4.0 just yet. But I believe that they reduce pollution too. I'm not exactly positive about that one. And we'll do the same thing here. Recycling and recycle plastics. Just to see how we can get these areas. In fact, I might just leave this to play for a second and see what happens to them. Actually, you know what? Last time I left this city just to play on its own, it about died. So maybe we won't do that. But for future reference, let's look into our health. Our health is doing awesome. Let's see here. Noise pollution, just for the sake of looking at noise pollution. Average noise pollution is 44%. It's kind of expect... Oh, there's another area we need to... Alright. Green Square is probably the, like, dirtiest spot in the town. So, this noise pollution is not too bad. I'd say fire safety. Not a whole lot of red. Not a whole lot I can do about it without, like, just going on a full rampage. Crime. I think that's pretty good. I think, yeah, I'd say that's pretty good for where it's at. Maybe we can add a prison somewhere up here or something. I don't know. We're moving 857. I know that's really dark. I don't know why they chose such a dark purple. We're moving 873 people. How's this actually looking line-wise? Not full, not full, not full, not full. Some of these spots are a little bit heavier than others, but that one just got picked up for everybody. So I think we're doing pretty well on our single tram line. And this one metro line. Oh. Oh! Cool! We can expand that next episode too. Oh boy. Where's that at? So maybe we can go ahead and add... How many trains we got on here? 2? Alright. We're going to add 2 more metros to that. Oh. Remove. Let's go ahead and select our types. We'll keep this one because it has 600. Yeah. Air or Express 180. Yeah, we'll add the one that has 600 on it. And that should definitely pick up some serious amounts of people and help them get back and forth. I feel like that's already cleared out a lot of our queues there. And every time we get more people on those transits, the better off this highway is. I've always wanted to build a highway like this. I'm throwing this in here real quick. I've always wanted to build a highway that really doesn't have a purpose as a highway. Like, yeah, the people from here to here can, like, make a really quick jump to each other, but the chances that they're doing that are actually kind of low. So really all it's doing is taking people from the highway here, dropping them off at one point before hitting an end point. It's the same thing on both sides. I love that. To further prove that point, or to find out if my point's even that valid, let's go ahead and say, do this. People are coming across. That's a lot of people going to the other side, but that's also a lot of people getting on the highway too. So it does the thing we want it to do for sure. Here we go, and this side. Yeah. It's super, yeah, it's built perfectly in my opinion. And anything else we want to look at before we end this episode? Parks, actually. Ooh, that's probably a good thing to look at in general. The parks that we've built in this episode. Both of them have raised up to 3 stars right now. They both need some more visitors. They both, well, this one needs more visitors, this one needs more entertainment, and this one needs more visitors and entertainment too. That should be really easy to get started in our next episode. Alright, I really appreciate you guys being here today. Thank you for watching this one with me. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.